The reports of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. Finally, some life. Finally, a cool kitty cat icon. It's been so long. I've forgotten what the outside light has looked like. How do I think I've been playing lately? I think I've been playing okay. Look, while I am behind on my studies, one, I will return to them someday, and two, conquer the world via straight up Mahjong academic theory, okay? Number two, we're still learning a lot from the games that we have been playing, so that's also like a good sign moving forward. I think we've gotten better at noticing if a tile has been completely discarded. Like if there have been 4 of a specific tile that have been discarded, we've been getting better at noticing that and getting better at making reads because of it. All right, let's load into this game. Again, remember, anything can happen. Look, sometimes it's gonna be 2 games in one video if someone gets obliterated and sent to the Shadow Realm. Sometimes I'm gonna scream during the loading screen because it's very like NC-17, the content that's being shown. What are we looking at here? We have a Dora, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm happy enough with this hand to not opt into a redeal, you know? Dude, this person has such a cool border next to their character. How did they get that? It's such a cool like border. Okay, I don't know. I don't really know how they got that, but it doesn't even say, but I'm pretty sure it rhymes with mending shmoney, as in spending money. What is this hand doing? I mean, it's okay. What do we, 6, 7, 8 is actually an amazing draw. So what are we hoping to find here? This is gonna be one shape. This is 2, this is 3. We're gonna do something around here, which is 4, and then this is gonna be our pair. Okay, good enough for me. Let's work on getting rid of the, okay. Didn't mean to discard that, but I'll take it anyway. Let's work on discarding the 2 of bamboo and the 8 of characters, along with this east wind. And then we're really hoping to draw like a 5 or a 6, anything adjacent to this 4 of characters. I mean, this has been an amazing series of draws. We can even Riichi Pinfu this hand. Well, we can even sit without calling Riichi, but it's the first hand of the game. We have a Dora and a red 5 and Pinfu. I think if we get the chance, I hope you dance. But also, if we get the chance, I think we call Riichi here. Anything scary? The player across from me has discarded some middle tiles. Maybe they're going for some kind of flush with the character tiles. Maybe they've just straight up gotten garbage. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this, what 2 5 of circles discards necessarily means. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten great luck with our draws so far. We've drawn a lot of honor tiles. I mean, we've discarded a lot of honor tiles. We've drawn a lot of great tiles, but we're really hoping to get something around this 4 so that we can at least catch a whiff of the Riichi button, if you will. Player to my right, not super scary yet. Discarded a ton of character tiles. I'm not sure if that means that they're going for all bamboo or something along those lines, but there's the pawn. I don't think they're going for anything. I think they're just going for a finishing hand with the white dragon. Like right now, their hand does not say anything super scary to me. It doesn't even say super salad to me. There's the 3, which is pretty scary, right? It's right next to the Dora tile. This is... Man, no one's gonna discard the... No one's gonna discard the Dora here. No one's gonna discard the Dora. I don't know about this Riichi. The player to my right is also like... We can guess, just like pretty close to Tenpai probably. If a 4 of characters comes out, what do I do? Do I pawn it? And then do I try to figure something else out? Maybe. Maybe. We're in Furitan either way. If we're gonna be in Furitan either way, I'd rather win off of okay. A 4 or a 6 here? I don't know, because there's no 9s left, right? Yeah, there's no 9s left. So unfortunately, we can't win off of that, right? Because this is the disadvantage of being in Furitan right now. Can't really pawn it either. It doesn't really help advance our hand. How do we get out here? This doesn't help. This doesn't help. So this hand, I'm pretty sure I played pretty badly. Let me know in the comments what you would have done differently. Okay, the player across from me, aka a crosslord, just sumos a Pinfu hand, or just a fully concealed hand. Not even that. So we get out of that one pretty unscathed. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. 2 Dora, willing to you know, fight for it. Maybe should have just called Riichi, but Again, I was scared because the player to my right seemed to have a pretty advanced hand. What's the Dora? It's the south wind. Okay. And also, we have to take a look, right? Because the Dora indicator is the east wind. So there's only, you can think of it as there's only 3 east winds in this round. So the likelihood that we complete this triplet is very unlikely. But, of course, we would still like to be optimistic, right? We're sitting in the east seat. It's the east round. That would taste amazing if we managed to finish this triplet. 1 shape. 2 shapes, 3, 4, 5. So we have everything that we need to win this hand. It's more so a matter of, can we make this hand better or more valuable? Because right now it's not a very valuable hand at all. In fact, it's looking like a Riichi only hand. Okay, I'll keep this for now. Our 1, 2, 3 shape is finished. At least this 6, 8 can be improved if we draw a 5. 4, 6 can be improved if we draw a 3 or a 7. So it's not like we're totally SOL, but for the meantime, our shapes aren't looking amazing. This is great. 8, 9, 9 is actually way better than 8, 9. Instead of finishing this with a 7, we can now finish it with a 7 or a 9. Of course, 1, 9 has already been discarded, so there's only 1 left. 1, 7 has also been discarded. There's only 3 left. It's not looking great. What happens now? If someone else calls Riichi, I would love a chance to fold. I would love a chance to fold here. As the dealer, I mean, maybe as the dealer, I should be considering like, hey, Yusong, you're the dealer. Wow, the Dora discard. Dude, I hate to say it, but that makes this east wind discard way scarier. Because they could just be waiting on the east wind or something, you know, suspicious like that. I'm not sure. Maybe as the dealer, what I was going to say is maybe as the dealer, I try to think of like, oh, like when I'm the dealer, I should think especially aggressively. Not sure if that's always going to be the case, especially with such a weak hand like this. Of course, other people don't know that I have a weak hand, right? Me on all my dating profiles trying to hide just the verifiable amount of weakness I have, both physically and spiritually. They discarded a 2 and a 3. I'm pretty sure this is safe. I wasn't positive. We could have also discarded the 8 and gone for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shape. But I'm also like right now, I'm telling you, I'm folding. I'm 100% folding. The 1 is just a little too suspicious. It's just a little too suspicious. The con is also, oh my god, I don't know what people are doing anymore. People have lost their damn minds. The closed con. There's the east wind. It passes. There's the 5, unfortunately putting us in straight up for a 10. If we have to wait on the 1 for whatever reason. There's the red dragon. There's another con. This game is too spicy. This is way too spicy of a meatball right now. Unscathed though? Oh my god, there's 3 Dora indicators and they didn't have a single one. Still though, 6,000 points getting sucked out of you, it doesn't feel that good. Trust me, I would know. Again, this hand is not looking great. What's the Dora here? It's the green dragon. So we got to be a little bit careful in that anyone could suddenly have a very explosive hand. Because of course the green dragon is going to be useful for everyone. North wind, not looking so hot. I almost said north dragon. I'm a little sauced up right now. Sauced up is Yusong lingo for not being able to focus. But this hand is okay. This is 1 shape. This is 2, 3, 4. And then this could be our 5th shape. That's not terrible at all. That's not terrible at all. Unfortunately, this 3, 5, 7, 9, it's not that exciting, right? Because it's a bunch of middle weights instead of 2-sided weights. So those shapes are going to be a little hard to complete. However, with this 7, 8, that's not that bad, right? With this 7, 8, we can kind of recalculate. 1 shape, 2, 3, 4. We just have to make 1 thing out of this and then 5. Of course, we're gonna want to make this 5 useful because it is a red 5. There's a Riichi. Do I want to fight for this hand? I don't think I do. I don't think that I do. East wind is definitely going to be safe here. If we really need to fold the 8 of circles, they're thinking it's Suji to that 5, which is why they discarded it most likely. They're thinking this is also Suji to that 5. Okay, we got some gamers in this lobby. 6, 7, 8 though, it's making me act up. But this hand is not even that valuable. This hand is not that valuable. I don't know. It's just not worth fighting for right now. There's the run off of a 2 of characters. They're waiting off of a 2, 5. Fair enough. Fair enough. They got an animated character. Dude, did you notice how the panda has like, or the teddy bear has a one of circles eye patch? That's a pretty hot accessory. Where'd you get that, Supreme? What's the Dora here? It's the 4 of circles. We would love to have something around this. This is an excellent hand. I'm looking at this and this is an excellent hand. 1 shape, 2, 3, 4, and then this is 5. We would straight up love to pawn the west wind because we're sitting in the west seat right now. And this 3, 5, 7 shape is not bad either. This is a fast hand. That makes it even faster. Okay, we got gas. I think if we pawn the west wind, we discard this 5, right? Because then we make this our pair. Yeah, and we want to be able to accept the Dora no matter what. Which again, in this case, is going to be the 4 of circles. So hopefully we get a chance to discard this 5 sooner rather than later. It's a pretty dangerous tile if we end up holding on to it. Sure, I'll do this even now. Because again, this 8 is going to be safer to discard than that 5. There's a pawn. There's this. Okay, and now we want to complete either of these sequences, right? This is going to be our pair for sure. Please, a bamboo tile that I can use. My kingdom for a bamboo tile. 2 is not going to be helpful. 2 of characters is not going to be helpful there. They've pawned the east wind. I can pawn this, but then that's our only pair, so we actually don't want to do that. That'd be moving backwards rather than forwards. Unfortunately, our draws have not been super blessed. I would even argue that they've been a little stressed. There's the chi. Player to my left also going pretty fast. Not gonna lie. Okay. All the 2 of circles are gone. Of course, they have 1 door in their hand. When looking at this, there's the green dragon. When looking at this, do I ever fold just based off of this information? Seat wind, or excuse me, prevalent wind and Dora? No way, right? Okay. Wow, okay. 4, what? Almost Mongon out of nowhere, hiding 3 Dora on the least suspicious discards. I mean, they discarded a 5, so maybe we should have started to notice and be careful. This is a rough game, friends. Dude, please, everyone discard a west wind so I can redeal my hand. Oh my god. We're in the south round, south seat. Dora is going to be the 2 of characters, so we maybe want to keep this 1. This hand, look, I hate to swear, I hate to bring up politics in any of my videos, but I'll say it. I'll bring out a little coarse language just for this occasion. It's looking like doo-doo. It's just looking at straight up doo-doo right now. 1 shape, 2, 3, 4, and then something around here can be 5. Ugh, yuck. Not great. It's not looking great. But again, we probably want to keep the 1. It's really inefficient, but it means that we can accept the Dora into our hand. Every time I say accept the Dora into my hand or take this tile into my hand, I straight up, I don't know what is wrong with my brain, but psychologically, I'm like, there's a gremlin in my brain that's like, say take it into your mouth. Say take it into your mouth. I dare you, won't. All right, so maybe keeping this pair of 1s was not the best idea because we could have had a 5, 6, which would be way easier to complete. There's a 1, 3. 1, 3, I think is going to be better than this 8, 9. Yeah, I think 1, 3 is better than this 8, 9 because we can only improve this by drawing a 6 and then discarding the 9 and then drawing a 5 and then discarding the 8. That's a lot of work for 1 sequence. So let's keep this 1, 3. The 1, 3 can be immediately improved by drawing a 4. 1, 1, 3 is not that bad either. Is this ever a all triplets hand? Maybe. Maybe. But I don't want to just start going goblin mode and calling out the wazoo. Again, restricting your hand like that is never a good idea unless like 4, 5, 6 is a great draw. 4, 5, 6 is an amazing draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So all of these shapes need to work. I don't know. I'm keeping this 1, 1, 2. I don't know. 1, 2, 2. I don't know, because this one can't be improved at all. This one can be improved, so it's a little stronger. This shape is a little weaker, so I'm keeping it like, because it needs all the outs it can get, whether or not we draw a 2 or a 3, right? And then this one, we're just hoping to draw a 2 or a 4. Either would be really, really helpful. Okay, white dragon. Maybe suddenly a pawn, suddenly some action later into the game. Looking around the table, anything scary? Some center tiles have started to been dropped by literally everyone. So we should maybe be on our guard. It's getting a little scary because now if we draw a 2 or a 3, I'm not sure we'll be able to get it out of our hand. You know? Like, drawing the door would be a blessing and a curse here. Oh, boy. I think I discard this 1. So the reason that this is, like, kind of bad is because we have a lot of 6s. So, like... I don't know. We have to make this work with a 4. We can't make it work with a 6. There's a 4 discard, which means this 1 is kind of Suji to that 4. This is a risky situation. Why do I feel like people are sitting on scary hands? Oh, I'll tell you why. It's because not a single Dora tile has been dropped. So worst case scenario, someone's sitting on like a pair or a triplet of them, right? Green dragon should be safe. Okay, I think I'm just gonna fold and or try to get into Tenpai. I think if we can get out relatively unscathed like that, that's good news for us. 6 tiles left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to oh, I maybe should have called pawn on that. I'm not gonna call Riichi here. There's 3 tiles left. Maybe it's worth, I don't know. Dude, actually tell me in the comments. Is it worth reaching there in the last round? To force everyone to 100% play safe? I'm honestly not sure. I've seen people do like late game Riichis. I don't love it when that happens. East wind, and it's also the Dora. Also, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we just need a 5 somewhere. Okay, not bad. I mean, that's not bad either. Unfortunately, we're now gonna need a pair to make this work. But again, this is a really powerful position to be in. Having the east wind only useful to us, and it's the Dora. That's great. Also, I'll tell you this right now. If you don't like, sometimes the Dora indicator can be confusing, right? When it's number tiles, it's like easy. 2 points to 3, 3 points to 4. Oh, great draw, etc., etc. But like, how do you tell the winds, right? So a really easy way to tell what the Dora is that if it's north, you just go counterclockwise. And so the Dora is going to be the east wind. And then if it was the east up here, the Dora would be the south wind, and so on and so on. So that's really helpful. Otherwise, I wouldn't know. And then the dragons, if there's ever the dragons up here, they go in alphabetical order. So it's like green, then red, then white. So green points to red, red points to white, white points to green. What are we hoping for here? Yeah, I mean, this is a goddamn miracle. We have a triplet of the... If we can get a triplet of the east wind, we're off to the races. We can maybe even break up our... Dude, I think I go for this. I think I go for this. I know we have no Yaku now, but like, we're definitely playing aggressive here. Our hand is worth fighting for, and if we pawn the east winds, we can discard this 6 and still go for the 1, 2. Or we can chi the 2 of characters, discard the 6, and then just wait on the east wind. I think we have to fight for this. This is a pretty good situation for us. And we know for a fact, like, not for a fact, this is going out of our hand anyway, right? In what world does this stay in our hand? No world. So, and we want to keep this because it's going to be much safer than that 6, right? So, what world, excuse me. This is extra good because Yusong kind of lost his mind for a second. This is extra good because the east wind's not going to be good for anyone else, and it's going to make it really difficult for them to complete their hand if they have one of the east winds. So again, just great news for us. Unfortunately, as the game drags on, win for a 10. Oh! F in the chat, please. F in the chat to pay respects. There's the Riichi. Okay, at least we have some safe tiles to bail on, and then we can even refinance our entire home to get to that point. There's the 1 of circles. Not a safe discard necessarily. Sure, one of them's been discarded before, but you don't know. I'm gonna keep this. I know the red dragon's safe to discard because it was the last one. Why am I keeping this situation? Because if we draw the east wind or the 6 of characters, we can still win. Of course, there's no 6 of characters left. It's only the east wind. Tricky situation. I can't believe we ended up in Furitan, dude. I gotta be a little bit more careful with that. They won off of a 7, which is why you never want to discard a tile close to the one that they called Riichi with, right? And they had the duck icon. That's a Mangan? That's a farm to table Mangan? Can I tell you something though? This is the virtue of playing defensively. We are in 2nd place right now, and it's because we've played straight up defensively. Pawning the 9 of characters, the fastest half flush of all time. You won't believe what happens, not clickbait. I don't know what that is. That's really weird. They're also not going for a half outside hand. So that screams to me like, oh, call me a neighborhood in New York City because you're Flushing. Flushing is a neighborhood in New York City. It's where Chinatown is. I guess I'll keep the East Wind just in case we can get some more honor tiles. This hand is not worth that much. It's just kind of a 1,000-point hand. I mean, there's a Dora. I should have noticed that the Dora was 6 of characters, and that's like an amazing draw for us. An amazing boon, if you will. Okay. Want to get rid of this 8 of bamboo and this East Wind. This East Wind, I hate to say it, is not 100% safe because if they're going for a half flush, they could very well be counting on the East Wind to come out. Or this red dragon. I'll discard it now so that they don't win off of it. Okay, pawn this. Red dragon coming out. So this should maybe scare some people into thinking that I might have like a flush of some kind. But what I'm really just sitting on is like 2 sequences that I'm hoping to complete. 5, 6 is actually kind of pog. Because now we can have a double-sided weight, and this hand is looking great. It's bad if someone calls Riichi. If someone calls Riichi, we're in a tough spot. It's a great spot if we just draw some of the winning tiles that we needed in the first place. So now we win if someone discards a 4 or a 7, and this is just a Southwind Dora hand. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Can't cheat that. That's actually moving backwards. Player to our left discarding a lot of circle tiles, but then still calling chi. That's really interesting. I thought they were gonna go for a flush of some kind. Probably not going for any circle tiles, but maybe this is just an all simples hand. We're not sure yet. Player to my right still hasn't discarded a lot of character tiles. There it is. Extra advantageous for us because us taking points from the 3rd place player makes the gulf between us even larger. So this is like a pretty safe situation, right? Us being in 2nd place. All last. What's the Dora? It's alphabetical. So this is gonna point to the white dragon being the Dora. Okay. I'll cut it right now. Maybe I should have cut the Northwind. I was thinking like one of them's the Dora indicator, so it's fairly unlikely that we or anyone completes the red dragon. This is looking like an all simples hand, honestly. If you had to force me to give you an answer, this is looking like an all simples hand. Pawning the 9 of circles. Again, very confusing plays coming out of Right Lord. Not sure what this is about. Half outside hand, all triplets. Again, very confusing. Very, very, very confusing. Am I about to do it? Am I about to discard this? I think I am. I don't know. Because we can like open up on this triplet and then keep this as our pair. Or I don't know. Maybe that wasn't a great draw because we could have had a 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. But like the rest of our hand isn't that bad either. Can't do that because we're going for all simples. This is the Dora? No, it's the white dragon that's the Dora. It's the children who are wrong. Okay. This is fine. Would have loved to have that 7 come into my hand, my mouth, etc., etc. Okay. I mean, this is a tricky situation because you're like, you see a clear path for victory, right? 1 shape, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. But do we want to open our hand? I'm not sure. I think opening our hand comes with a lot of risks, right? Great draw, by the way, finishing up one of our sequences. Having 2 pairs, it's tough. It's definitely tough because finishing them with a closed hand is just like inherently hard. Being able to pawn and chi them is like, would be much, much easier, excuse me. Player to my right, playing kind of weird. Not sure what they've got going on. We could chi this to finish the 3, 4, 5. I don't think we do it. I think, honestly, this game state just still feels a little too suspicious for me. No white dragons have come out. Someone's sitting on a lot of them, and if the player to my right is willing to pawn the 9 of circles, maybe they're sitting on them? Not sure, not sure. So I'm playing a little cowardly. I'm playing a little defensively because I'm not sure what's happening yet. Okay. 1 is probably going to be safe. Probably. This 8 is also probably going to be pretty safe. Again, really not sure. Maybe they're just trying to confuse us. If you're sitting in first place, like opening your hand like this, maybe that's just a strategy to like get other people to start playing defensively. I mean, they've got a pretty positive record right now. Sure, I'll discard a 6. It doesn't look like they're using a lot of bamboo tiles. So this 4, though, is still a little scary. It's Suji to the 1, and they've discarded 5, 6. But they still could have 2, 3, right? I mean, if they had 2, 3, why would they discard the 1? Let's discard this for now and see what happens. I don't know, and if they had a 5, 6, they wouldn't discard 5, 6, right? I mean, but this is going to be a lot safer since it was discarded more recently. Let's just play safe. We don't have to risk anything for any type of biscuit. How many discards do we have left? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have to discard twice. There's the Dora. Wow. Greedy. Really greedy, right? That's brutal. Okay. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. An innocent soul getting sucked to the Shadow Realm. And honestly, look at that. Almost 50 points for literally just playing defensively. Slowly climbing our way back to the center point. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Because this was like a bit of a shorter game, let's go back into the log and see if we can learn anything. I don't know what any of this is, by the way. I don't know what any of this is. Okay. Hit me with the log. Hit me with the match history. View me? I don't... Oh, God. It's nice to enjoy the weather. It's nice just to be outside, is what I'm assuming the messaging of this image is. Also, I genuinely think that they should have the artist name somewhere in there. Okay, what happens this first round? So the player across from me ends up winning this off of a sumo, I think. Yeah, they end up sumoing the 9 of bamboo. Is there anything interesting? So we were sitting in tenpai kind of. We elected not to call Riichi here, right? Yeah, because we have 2 Dora. Also, we're kind of in Furiten, I guess. Oh my God. I ended up in Furiten so much this game. Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God. Okay. Player to my right, 466. They're just not willing to. I'll hide the camera for this. 466. They're not willing to discard the Dora like this. So they opened up their hand, but like they had nothing. Whitney Houston voice. I have nothing. Like actually, they're still really far away. Player to my left. 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6. So they have a lot of sequences, but they have no pair, right? So I don't think they're sitting in tenpai for anything. Yeah, they can't win yet. Player across from me, 1, 2, 3, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're just straight up sitting in a not a pinfu hand, but just a 2-sided weight. I wonder when they had a winning hand. So it was this discard, right? So they drew a good tile, and now they're sitting. They had a chance to call Riichi here, and they didn't. Why? Because it's the late game. So much information is out in the open. I think the reason that they didn't call Riichi is because it would have been very easy for all 3 of us other players to play defensively in this situation. So that's why you sit in Dame 10. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm probably Dama 10. I'm not sure. But it's when you sit in tenpai and you just don't call Riichi, and the only way you can win is if you draw your winning tile. But hey, sometimes that's what happens, and that's exactly what happened this round, right? Okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. Fully concealed hand. It's kind of lame that you have to watch the scores being redistributed every time, but that's okay. All right, let's see. Okay, wait. Let's take a look at this situation, right? So this player, let's switch to their perspective. This player discarded a middle tile? Oh, because they didn't need it. So, it could be this situation. They discarded a middle tile because their hand's pretty advanced. I mean, dude. Honestly, if I was this person, I might have discarded the 4 here. Keep the 5 and have this like, I think, I want to hear no laughs. This is like called like a bulging shape or something. In the Mahjong book that I'm reading, 4, 5, 5, 6, where you have a straight, but like the 2 tiles in the middle, you have a double of them. It's really good, right? Because you can turn that into a 4, 5 and a 4, 6. And both of those are double-sided, and I think I would have discarded this 4 or this 2 if I were them. But like also like if usually when people discard good tiles early on, it means their hand's pretty advanced. This hand is not super advanced, but it's pretty good, right? 1 shape, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, like they know how they're gonna win. Okay. This person also discarded a 5. What does that mean? 1 shape, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they also have a clear picture of what their hand is gonna look like. So while it's not the most advanced hand in the world, it's still pretty strong. Okay. So that's just another tool for our tool belt. Like, oh, if they're discarding middle tiles, they probably have their hand is like good. It's not terrible. Like they know where they're going. Okay, player to my right, a very spooky situation. They're waiting to win off of the white dragon or the 8 of characters. Is that what happens this game? I feel like if someone draws a white dragon right now, they're gonna discard it. Closed con. Would I have called closed con? What? Oh man. So what I would have done here is I would have discarded the east wind. Yeah, I would have discarded the east wind. It's a little spooky. I'm also holding on to it because it's still a live tile. I mean, it's really spooky. The player across from me is like, yep, they're waiting on some kind of simple Yaku, whether it be the east wind, the south wind, or a dragon. So I can understand why they were suspicious, but I wouldn't have called con here. I would have waited until I was 1 away from winning. They don't even have a pair in their hand. I wouldn't have called con. I wouldn't have called con. It's just too risky. And then this person ends up running off of a white dragon. Yep. But they do have the duck icon, which is pretty pog, not gonna lie. I don't know. Let me also know in the comments if you enjoy the post-game reviews or if you just prefer like just straight up like more games. Because I also think that this is like really helpful to learn. The player across from us is a terrifying hand. Red dragon, Southwind, just like a lot of pairs, so they can open up pretty easily. Ah, but I see what happened. We're at a deadlock where we have red dragons and they have red dragons as well. Player to our left discarded a 4, which is pretty good, right? I switched to their perspective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something along these lines, right? But they're gonna have their hand is pretty good. When people discard middle tiles, let this be a lesson. They probably have something good. Someone's sitting in Tenpai. They called Riichi off of a 2-5 weight. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. They don't have Pinfu, but who needs it? They have 2 triplets. Yeah, that's pretty powerful. Yep, and then they run off of this. I don't know. Honestly, let's go back and take a look at it and see if we would have discarded anything differently. Because the 2 doesn't seem like a terrible discard, right? Wow, they're in a really tough spot. They have a pair of the green dragon triplet. This is tough, and the player across from me is sitting in Riichi. Discarded a 4, and wow, I would fight for this hand, though, is the thing. Why would they discard the 2, though? Oh, because they didn't want a lot of pairs, and they just wanted a sequence here? That makes sense, I think. I think that makes sense. Would I have folded here? No, I would have pushed. I think I might have discarded this, but I think that's wrong. This is a tough situation. I don't think there was any winning for them. If they wanted to fold, they would do something like the 8 or the 3 even, because there's a lot of tiles discarded around there. Yeah, that's just a tough situation. I honestly don't know if there was a way out. That might have been just like, you know, an unlucky situation. This game did we lose? No, they lost off of a 7 of bamboo discard, and then they had the 3 Dora. Right. We gotta take a look back at that round. The first review is always to just remind myself what happened. They're sitting with 3 Dora, dude. Wow, and their discards aren't that scary. Like some middle tiles, almost, right? The 3 and the 7s are valuable. And then 1-5 discards, and we're just supposed to, wow, play safe around that. Dude, there was a world where I discarded the 7 too. I wasn't sure if it was going to be useful, right? That's brutal. That's so brutal. Just a sudden 3 Dora out of nowhere. Okay. That's fairly brutal. Let's see what happened this round. There was a few rounds where we just straight up, all of us played like cowards. Yeah, this is a round where we all played like cowards. The player to my right holding onto a red dragon. Player to my left holding onto a red dragon. Since when? Player on my left has been oh, they drew it like this turn. Okay, I can understand why they wouldn't want to discard it. And then, but why would they still be holding on to it now? One of them's been discarded like Wow, ever the optimist. Oh, they're hanging on to it specifically as a safe tile to discard later. To maybe call Riichi with or something along those lines. Someone sitting in Tenpai. It's the player across from me. Okay, using the Dora, right? A closed weight with a 2-4 of characters. This is why late game, you never want to discard tiles that can make use of the Dora. So 2, you don't want to discard a 1, you don't want to discard a 3, you don't even want to discard a 4, because what if they were sitting on a 2-3 weight, right? So that's pretty spooky. But I don't think anyone ends up winning this one, right? Yeah, we get out of this one scot-free. Okay. We're just sitting in Tenpai. Sure, sure. Fair enough, fair enough. Look, we can't be Hane-maning each other every single round, right? All right, let's see what happens here. We have double Dora here. Yeah, we play really aggressively because we have double Dora, right? But I don't remember winning this hand. We made ourselves infer a 10, dude. Instead of this 6 discard, just discard the 9, dude. Just discard the 9. Because, oh man, what a lesson to learn. You can't break up a triplet to wait on 2 pairs. Oh, if one of your pairs was that original triplet. That hurts. I mean, a huge lesson, for sure. And then someone else calls Riichi, right? Yeah, they call Riichi. What do they have and would I have called Riichi with this? 5, 5, 5, 6, 7. This isn't even a Pinfu hand. This is not a great hand to call Riichi with. They're waiting on a 7 of bamboo. There's 2 of them left in the game. And then there's this. Oh, are they also waiting on an 8? Oh, this isn't that bad. So they're, okay, well, they're waiting on a 5, I think. Yeah, they're waiting on a 5, an 8, or a 7. That's not that bad. 8s, though, there's only 1 8 left. There's only 1 5 left, and there's only 2 7s left. Dude, I don't know if I would have called Riichi. It's extremely unlikely that they won this one. And then guess what? Someone dealt into them. Who dealt what? Oh, the player across from me dealt the 7. Yeah, I mean, that's tough. Would I have pushed in their situation? I don't know. Looking at their hand, like, I don't think it's that impressive. I don't know. Sure, they were in 4th place, but now they're in like Omega 4th place. Am I right? So let's take a look back. Take a look from their perspective. Would I have pushed here? Dora is the East Wind. Yeah, I don't have any of those. This is a 2-han hand. No, dude, you fold here. You absolutely fold. 4s and 5s. 4s and 5s gotta go. You never know. You could still draw like a, I mean, you discarded an 8, but like you could still draw something around this. Okay, next round. Now we're in South 3. We played pretty aggressive here. We had the chance to open up our hand pretty well here. Anyone else sitting in Tenpai? Someone else is sitting in Tenpai right now. Player across from me is on a Pinfu hand. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're on a straight up Pinfu hand. Okay, so they're waiting on a 1 or a 4 of bamboo. Okay, fair enough. I mean, good thing for us is that we're not discarding this 4 of bamboo. And then I end up winning off of a 4 of characters discard. Wow, 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 wow. I mean, if I were them, I don't know why they discarded the 4 rather than the 1. The 1 feels a lot safer in that situation, right? Oh, I know why they didn't discard the 1. So, of course, the 1's going to be safer than the 4, right? But take a look at this. They discarded the 4 for the chance at a 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence. Would I have done that? Yeah, probably. I mean, this is a little spooky. Everyone has opened up their hands. Player to my left pawning the 9 immediately. Right. That happened like so fast, right? Yeah, that happened immediately. They called pawn on the 9. They didn't even have a triplet of the East Wind, but they were like, I'm going to get a triplet of the East Wind. So that's very aggressive. They didn't even have like a lot of shapes in their hand. I don't think I would have made that. I don't think I would have made that play. Pawning the 9. You don't even know what your hand is. You don't even know what the Facebook could be. They end up assembling a winning hand, waiting on the 3 of characters, but wow, maybe that is the play, but it took them so long to assemble that kind of winning hand. All right, South 4. Let's take a look at ourselves. Let's take a look at what happened. Someone sitting in Tenpai. Yeah, the white dragon is the Dora. This is a nightmare situation, right? Because the players in 3rd place and 4th place don't want to discard the Dora. Dude, the world is so cruel sometimes. And then the 1st place player is literally waiting to win off of the Dora discard. And then to advance your hand, though, to have a shot at winning, you have to cut the Dora, which hurts, which really hurts. This is just a very unfair situation. Yep, and then they end up trying to advance their hand and then dealing into the dealer. Ah, it hurts. I mean, if you're in 4th place, you got to go bananas, right? You just got to go for it. So I don't blame him at all. I don't blame him. All right. All in all, not a bad game. Honestly, it's the virtues of playing defensively. It's the virtues of playing defensively that got us to that point. No memes. Playing like a coward will get you into the master tier, believe me. And then it will also get you demoted from the master tier, but just keep in mind, like, you know, better to have loved than lost. You know what I mean? That's gonna do for today's video. If you enjoy the content, please leave a like and a comment. It helps out a lot. I also like reading them and it helps out the algorithm. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4 p.m. PST. You can catch the link in the description. You can also talk to us on the Discord. We have some Mahjong friendly games in there. You can also share some screenshots of the sick Baimon or Yakuman hands that you have. Or just like good Tanyao hands, you know? We're not snobby there, okay? Until next time, please take care of yourself. Make sure to drink enough water, get up and stretch if you need to. Take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and I'll see you then, okay? Peace!